Yes, good morning everyone. How are you all? Fine. Good. In the factorization, we have seen some of the problems. Still, some more problems I want to give so that because it is a very important chapter. How to, there are 3 to 4 methods I already told. One is general method, grouping method, splitting the middle term, and division also. Right? There are 4 types of factorization is there. Already I told, but still some more problems I have taken from the some of the reference books. Okay, so just I want to clarify or just I want to explain the problems. Okay, na? To see, simplify 16xa square minus 81b square divided by 4a minus 9b. See, if you look at these two terms, both are perfect squares only. So I will write like this. It is nothing but 4a whole square minus 9b whole square divided by, as it is, 4a minus 9b. Okay, na? So it is in the form of a square minus b square. So a square minus b square can be written as a plus b into a minus b. Therefore, 4a plus 9b into 4a minus 9b divided by 4a minus 9b. So 4a minus 9b, 4a minus 9b gone. Therefore, what is remaining? 9a plus, 4a plus 9b like this. Okay, na? Very simple problem. Next, factorize 63a square minus 112b square. If you see, a square is a perfect square and b square is a perfect square, but the quotient numbers are not perfect square. So when they are not perfect squares means we have to make it perfect square, because here it is in the form of a square minus b square. A square minus b square means what? Yes, like that only. Therefore, just take 7 as common factor. What will become? 7 9a square minus 16b square. Again 7, you can write like this, 3a whole square minus 4b whole square. Next, 7. So a square minus b square means 3a plus 4b into 3a minus 4. That's it. So this is the factorization. Do you understand? Yes. Here one more. 6 minus 5y minus y square. Always perfect square will not be a minus sign. Therefore, to avoid minus sign, what you have to do? Tell me, anyone? Yes? We should multiply with minus sign. That means what happened? Minus 6 plus 5y plus y square. Otherwise, y square plus 5y minus 6. Now, very simple. The factors of 6 into 1 or 2 into 3. First we go from bottom twice. 2 plus 3, 5. Okay, very good, very nice. But both must be plus. But here when you multiply, they will become minus. Not possible. Therefore, above one is possible. We can write like this: y square plus 6y minus y minus 6. You can verify your answer. Plus into minus 6 into 1 is 6. Minus plus 6y minus y is nothing but plus 5y. Again, take y as common. Y plus 6 minus 1 if you take again y plus 6. Therefore, y plus 6 is one factor and y minus 1 is another factor. Okay, na? So very simple examples. Just see. Yes, one more set of problems. Factorize x square minus 9ax plus 18a square. Already I told you, here nothing is there means it is nothing but 1. First we should multiply 1 into 18, that is 8. 18 means we can do like this: 18 into 1, 9 into 2, and 6 into 3, like this. Now 18 plus 1, 19, not there. 18 minus 1, 17, not there. Leave it out. Next, 9 plus 2, 11. 9 minus 2, 7. It is also not there. So when these two are not there, 100% it will be. Okay na? You see? So x square minus 6ax minus 3ax plus 18a square. You see? Minus into minus plus 6 3 ja 18 minus 6ax minus 3ax is equal to minus 9ax. Now x is common. X minus 6a. Next, minus 3a you take, it is nothing but x minus 6a only. Therefore, x minus 6a into x minus 3a. Did you understand? Very simple. Next, coming to like this. So it is not in this order, so we should write in the order. X square minus 10x plus 16. Plus 16 means very simple. There are only two factors: x 16 into 1, 8 into 2. 16 plus 1, 17. 16 minus 1, 15. Not there. Therefore, cut. Now 8 plus 2, 10. Yes, is there. Correct or not? Very simple. Therefore, x square minus 8x minus 2x plus 16. Here not only like this, you can write x square minus 2x minus 8x plus 16 also same thing only. Okay na? Now take x as common. X minus 8 minus 2, if you take x minus 8. You can see minus into plus is minus, 2 into x is 2x. Minus into minus plus 2 8 is 16. Okay na? Now x minus 8 and inside x minus 2. Next, this also factorize a square plus 46a plus 205. Very simple. Take 205. Since it is not multiple of 2 or it is not multiple of 3. Therefore, last number 5 is there, 5. 5 4 ja 5 1. So here 46 is there, therefore directly take a square plus 5a plus 41a plus 205. Now, if you take a as common, a plus 5 plus 41, if you take, what is the remaining? 5a. Sorry. Here, yes. Here 41, sorry. 41, if you take this, what happened? Yes. A plus 5. Therefore, if you take a plus 5, what is remaining? A plus 40. So these are all splitting the middle term. Okay na? Please take down. Yes, one more set of problems you see. Factorize AB plus AC minus B square minus BC, 2xy minus x plus z minus 2zy, 100 minus 9p square. If you observe, these two will come in one category, that is grouping method, and that will be using identity. Okay, then we will see. No problem. In this, you take A as common. What will be remaining? B plus C. In these two, what is common? Take minus B. Again B minus into plus is minus, therefore plus C. Therefore, B plus C into A minus B. Only one step In this, I have taken A as common inside B plus C. Minus B, I have taken B plus C. Therefore, B plus C means again B plus C is common. Therefore, A minus B is the common. Okay na? Next, come here. Same. However you want, you can take it. How to take this? Okay, we take like this one. X, if you take common, what will be remaining? 2y minus 1. Next, plus z if you take 1 minus 2y. You tell me whether 2y minus 1 and 1 minus 2y both are same? Yes? Not same. Not same means very simple. Instead of plus z, you take minus z. It will become minus and it will become plus. Then what's using? 2y minus 1. 2y minus 1. Therefore, 2y minus 1 is one factor and x minus z is one more factor. Okay na? So very simple problems. Next. Now, if you see, they are in the form of a square minus b square. A square means 100 square root. 100 square root is nothing but 10 square. Here it is 3b whole square. That is a square minus b square means a plus b into a minus b. Therefore, 10 plus 3b into 10 minus 3b. That's all. Okay na? So very simple are there. This is the grouping method. Here also grouping method, and it is not grouping method. Here it is a yes using identity. Okay na? Please take down. Yes, one more set of problems, very simple problems again. Here again, only two terms are there. Two terms are there means it is nothing but a square minus b square only. But we have to change this. How? Very simple. P square the whole square minus 9q square. Sorry, you can write down yes 9q square whole square. Yes, like this. Now what about this? A square minus b square means p square plus 9q square into p square minus 9q square. P square plus 9q square, there is no problem, but here again you can write p whole square minus 3q whole square. So it is nothing but p square plus 9q square into p plus 3q into p minus 3q. Okay, like this you have to do. Next one. Again, 4 terms are there. 4 terms means what is that method? Yes, grouping method. Yes, you can do it however you want. I will take these two and these two will be different. So 6xy minus 4x plus 6 minus 9y. 2x if you take common 3y minus 2 plus 3 if you take 2 minus 3y. But here both are different only, therefore we can't do like this. Plus will become minus, this will become minus and this will become plus. Okay? Therefore 3y minus 2 if you take common, it is nothing but 2x minus 3. Okay? So very simple method. Next, still it is which method? Yes, splitting the middle term. Splitting the middle term means you can split the middle term. Last numbers are 36 into 25. 25 6 is 150. 25 is 75 means 900. So 900 means you can do 90 into 10, 45 into 4. sorry, not 4, 20 like this. Otherwise 30 into 30. Here nothing will be grouped, but here these two can be grouped. Therefore 36x square plus 30x plus 30x plus 25. You can see now plus into plus is plus. 30 into 30 is 900. 30x plus 30x is nothing but 60x. Now what is common? 6x is common. So 6x plus 5. 6 5 is 30. Again here 5 is common. 6x plus 5. Therefore 6x plus 5 into 6x plus 5. Like this. Okay? Yes. Take it please. Yes, one more set of problems. Factorize 1 minus 256 x to the power of 4. So I will do like this. 1 square minus 16x square whole square. Very simple. 16 square is 256, x square is x to the power of 4. Now a square minus b square means 1 plus 16x square and 1 minus 16x square. 1 plus 16x square, there is no problem. Now this can be written as 1 square minus 4x the whole square. How much? 4x the whole square. Therefore 1 plus 16x square into 1 a square minus b square. Therefore 1 plus 4x into 1 minus 4x. Did you understand? Okay, like this. Next, here also same. X square given as x square minus 0.6 whole square. So 0 a square minus b square means yes, x plus 0.6 into x minus 0.6. Okay, na? Very very simple. Next, here x square whole square minus 2y minus 3z the whole square. So what you find out? What you can find out? Find here a square minus b square. A square minus b square means a plus b into a minus b. Therefore x square plus 2y minus 3z into x square minus 2y plus 3z. Like this. Okay, na? Please take down. Okay, till now we have completed the factorization problems. Factorization is nothing but what? Reverse process of multiplication. That is, multiples means that number and more above that numbers. Factors that factor or that expression and above factors. That means what already I explained. Today, let me introduce the graphs. So, till now, you have studied some different kinds of graphs. See, using the graph is not so important. Why should we use the graph? When should we use which graph? That is very, very important. See, if you go in hospitals, especially in hospitals, you will see some bar graphs. What is that bar graph indicates? That indicates the data of that hospital. Outpatient. Yes. This month is December month. Therefore, from 1st onwards, how many patients are going outside? That will be the list. First day like this, second day like this, third day like this. So it is nothing but data only. That data is represented, numbers with the instead of numbers speaking, the graph will speak. So that is only our graph. Okay, na? So here first let me start with the bar graph. What is bar graph? The graph is represented in terms of bars. That means what? You might have seen, for example, one small question, marks scored by X like this. English, Kannada, mathematics, science, social. Here marks. English out of 50, 42, Kannada 40, mathematics 50, science 48, social 46. Now we will draw a graph. How? Like this. Graph means actually this is vertical line, this is known as y-axis, and this horizontal line is known as x-axis. Now here it is nothing but along with x-axis subjects, along with y-axis marks. But directly we can't take, so we will take in a different manner. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we will take from 8. 8 to the 16. 8 to the 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 56 means 64. First one is English. English how many scored? 42. 42 means approximately like this. English. Next one is Kannada. Next one is mathematics. Science 48. Social 46. Okay, na? Like this. That means what here, in which subject he scored, he or she scored more marks. So we have to go through with all like this, all like this. But here no need. Which graph shows more, that is nothing but highest. So here the numbers are represented in a graphical representation. That means what? If you see, immediately you will say that these many marks, this is the highest one. This is the lowest one, like that. But here, if you want to say anything, you have to go through with all the data given. Here, no need of seeing all everything. Okay? Okay? Only highest one. That is, who is more or whose length is more. That fellow is, or that subject is the maximum scored by that fellow. Okay? Understood? So, this is about the bar. Sometimes what happens, same subjects only, one more fellow will be compared. One more fellow will be compared. How he will compare? You just see. Yes. Here A, here P. He scored 40. He is good at Kannada. 48. Maths he is poor. 42. Science 45. Social also 40. Then this graph will not work out. So how to represent these both values? At that time, instead of single bar graph, we will use double bar graph. Okay na? Which graph? Double bar graph. Double bar graph means why we use double bar graph? To compare. Okay? Same thing only. Y axis and here it is x axis. Now here subjects and here it is marks. Marks are same only, so directly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 72, 64, 56, 48, 40, 32, 24, 68. English 42. A. B is 40. Next, Kannada A is 40. And B is 48. Fifty, 42. 50. This is A, this is B. This is A, this is B. Here it is English. Here it is Kannada. Here it is maths. Science 48, 45, 48. Science. Next, social 46, 45. Like this. Okay, you can ask. Very simple. This is SST. In which subject B is scored more than A? You can see this. Yes, he scored more in Kannada. Okay na? Yes. Next. In which subject B scored maximum marks? How many scored B? Yes, maximum marks is 48. That is in Kannada. Okay na? This is 50, sorry. 42. Okay. Yes. So in Kannada only B scored maximum and A scored maximum in the mathematics. So for this, what is needed? Double bar graph. Did you understand? Okay. Now, bar graph over, double bar graph over. One more interesting topic, that is subtopic, already you learned. Okay na? But this same graph will not work. So which graph will work out, we will see. Yes. See, for example, students are like this 40, they scored out of 40 marks like this? Yes. The students scored out of 40 marks like this. So we have to already we have done by representing them in a systematic manner like tally marks. Tally marks we have seen or not? Yes. But in tally marks we have introduced or we have done individual numbers, not grouped methods. Okay, here you will see grouping method. Grouping method means, see here highest is 40, so lowest is 20 is there. We can do like this. How? Like this: 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30, 30 to 35, 35 to 40. And 40 to 45. This is known as class interval. Okay, it is not possible to write everybody's. Therefore, what we are doing? We are dividing with them as class intervals. There we are grouping. How grouping? So 15 to 20 marks, 20 to 25 marks, 25 to 30 marks, and 30 to 35. 35 to 40 and 45 to 40. See, for example, if you take 15 to 20, this is the class interval. If a person, there are two are there here, 15 to 20 and 20 to 25. Okay. For example, a person scored 20 marks. There is an argument that whether the 20 marks will come in this or in this. Yes, always here there are two limits are there. One is upper limit and the second one is lower limit. Upper one is what? Yes, one is, this is lower limit and this is upper limit. One is lower and one is upper. Right. Now we have to see only lower limit, not upper limit. In the lower limit, if the number has come, then we have to start from that number. That means what? 20 has come in the upper limit also and 20 has come in the lower limit also. But we should take only lower limit, not upper limit. Did you understand? Yes. So this is very, very important. Now we will see very, very simple. Now this is nothing but frequency. 15 to 21 means the numbers will be like this: 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. These 5 numbers only will be in this group. Okay na? Shall we count? Yes. 15 is there. 15, 15 to 19. 15 to 19. 15 to 19. Nobody is there. So 0. Next. 20 to 25. 20 to 25 means the person who scored 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. They will come in the second group. 20 to 25. 25 means 25 will not come. Okay na? Yes. 25 will not come till 25 will be 1, 2, 3, 4. That means what? How many? 4 persons. Next, 25 to 30. 25 to 30 means the numbers will be 25, 26, 27, 28 and 29. 30 will not come in the picture. Okay na? Now 25 to 29. Yes. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. That's all. 7 numbers. Next 30 to 35. 30 to 35 means 30, 31, 32, 33 and 34. These 5 numbers only will come in this group. Therefore, you see just 30 to 35, 34, sorry. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3. How many numbers? 3 numbers. Next 35 to 40. 35 to 40 means 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Only these numbers will come. Okay na? 35 to 39. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 numbers. Next 40 to 45. 40 to 45 means which numbers will come? Yes, 40, 41, 42, 43 and 44. That means what? 40, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. These 5 numbers only will come. Therefore 1, 2, 4. How many numbers are there? 2 numbers. That's all. Okay na? Right. Now, it is not possible to draw a bar graph or double bar graph. Therefore, we should go for new graph. The name of the graph is histogram. What is that? Histogram. In histogram, the class interval is continuous. There is no break at all. But in the bar graph, whichever you want, you can take. But in histogram, it is not like that. It should be continuous. Now see, now same graph can be drawn like this. Yes, interval is 5, therefore 0. We can take it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, like this. Okay na? Here, very simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. Very simple. Now 0 to 5, nobody is there. Directly we should go for 15 to 20, nobody is there. 15 to 20 also. Now 20 to 25. How many are there? 4 are there. 4 means 20 to 25. Like this. Okay na? Next 25 to 30. How many are there? 7. Yes. Next 3 members. 3 means like this. Next 9 members. Next 2 members. 4. This is known as histogram. What is this? Histogram. You see, like this. Here there is no gap at all. Graph to graph, there is no gap at all. You see, any gap is there? No gap. Therefore, it is nothing but what is this? Histogram. Here also we can say in which class interval the marks are, which category the marks are more students scored. So, in which category? 35 to 40. Here only they scored 9 marks. Okay na? Did you understand? Yes. Yes, here one more example. A person named Rama, his timetable is like this. In one day, watching videos 6 hours, playing 4 hours, sleeping 8 hours, reading 3 hours, and other things he is doing 3. So total it will be 24 hours. This we have to represent this in a graph. See, instead of normal graph, we will go for sector graph. Do you know what is sector means? Yes, sector means it is also known as pie chart. What is that? Pie chart. Very, very important. Why it is also known as sector graph means the place or the area bounded by the arc and the radii is known as sector. Therefore, this graph is also known as what? Sector graph. Okay na? Now very, very simple. How to start this? Because this is also one of the graphical representation. Okay na? Now how to do this? Very simple. First you do total. How much it is? 24. Yes. What is the sum of the angles at the center of a circle? Yes. Who will tell? What is the angle at the center of the circle? Yes. It is 360. Okay na? First you take what is how many hours? Yes. Directly we can't write. Therefore, these hours will be converted to degrees. Very, very simple. First you write the number. Afterwards you write the sum. Sum is how much? Yes. 24 into what is the sum of the angles at the center? It is nothing but 360 over 6 4 ja 6 6 ja 0. Now 4 1 ja 4 1 ja 4 5. Therefore 15 into 6. How much it is? 90 degrees. Therefore this 6 hours converted to 90 degrees. Next one 4. 4 divided by 24 into 360. 4 ones 4 6. 6 ones 6 0. Therefore how many degrees? 60 degrees. Third one 8. 8 divided by 24 into 360. 8 ones 8 threes. 3 ones 1 2 0. How much it is? 120 degrees. Next one 3. 3 divided by 24 into 360. 3 1 ja 3 8 ja 8 1 ja 8 4s 32 8 5s. Therefore how many degrees? 45. Last one also same only. 3 divided by 24 into 360. 3 1 ja 3 8s 8 1s 8 4s 8 5s. How many degrees? 45. Now once you add all the angles, you come to the yes 90 plus 60 150. 150 plus 120 270. 270 plus 90 it is nothing but 360. Okay na? Did you understand? Yes. How to draw this? Very, very simple. Now let me draw. Yes. First one like this. O and E. Okay na? Now first one is 90 degrees. Therefore you can draw like this 90 degrees. What is this? Watching videos. Watching videos. Next one 60 degrees. What that means 60 degrees? Playing. Again 120 degrees. So this is 90 means like this. Okay? What is mean 120 degrees? Here it is 90 degrees, both 45, 45. 90 it is nothing but sleeping. Okay na? Sleeping. Next, playing over, reading, and others. Okay na? Yes. Like this, you have to draw a pie chart. So first, what you have to do? First, we should take the total. Total is how much? 24. Now take one number. First number. How many hours? 6 hours. Divided by the total. How many hours per day? 24. And what is the sum of the angles at the center? This will be constant. Only this only will be changing. That's all. Okay na? Now 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are there. 5 items. So like this. So now one by one I draw like this. Therefore it is nothing but representation in a pie chart. Did you understand? Yes.